Hello, good people. I'm glad you stopped by and I'm happy that you're watching. Welcome to this channel. My name is Albert Simiyu, and today I have the pleasure of introducing to us a dear friend of mine, Mr. Steve Odongo. Bwana Steve.
Yes, hi.
Vipi kaka?
Salama sama ndugu.
Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you.
After many misses
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
Tumetafutana sana bana.
Kwa muda.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Now, as far as I'm concerned,
Yes.
you have a very nice story to share with our viewers. What is it all about?
Okay, first of all, my name is Stephen Odhiambo Odongo.
Mm-hmm.
I come from Busia County, Butula sub-county. I am a fourth born of 8 siblings, and I am married to 1 wife and 5 children. And I have a diploma in peace and conflict resolution. Yeah.
So, Steve.
Yes.
How was your childhood?
My childhood, it was so challenging.
Mm-hmm.
And that challenging makes me to adapt and make it strong.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my parents were not willing to take me to school.
What?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Yeah, because of my situation. I think they have that perception that when a person has a person with a disability, they have no room in the society. So you are just there to be seen.
They have nothing to offer.
Yeah, exactly. That's the right word. And now I decided to take myself to school.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, I pleaded with the headmaster, and he gave me a chance to learn in that school. Then I proceeded to standard 8. I did my KCP, I passed, and then I went to high school.
So when you went to the primary school, you took yourself to school?
Yes, I went
by myself. No father, no mother, just yourself?
Exactly.
What was the headmaster's attitude like?
Well, headmaster was not so well receiving me. It was not positive, but I tried to persuade him, to plead with him.
What did you tell him?
I said, just kindly give me chance. I want to learn. I want to study. Yeah. And he gave me that chance, and I used that opportunity. And I did well in my KCP. Then I proceeded to high school. Then there, the situation was the same because of that perception.
Sorry, Steve, to take you back just one step.
Yes.
What was the cause of your situation, physical situation?
Okay. Allow me to talk about my situation. When I was at the age of 2 to 3 years there,
mm-hmm.
That's how I was told by my parents that I was affected by polio. Now I was not be able to walk.
But you had been born a normal child.
Yeah, that's what my parents told me. I was just born as normal child as others were. But now it comes at that age when I was affected by polio, and they tried to treat it, but unfortunately they were not able to. And there's something funny that, I was dying. That's what I was told. And this name Stephen, I was given by a father who came to pray for me.
A priest?
A priest, yeah. He came to pray for me so that I can die. You see.
You're dying from polio or something different?
That's from polio. I think it was polio. And because, polio, when it attacks you, it affects all parts of your body. But now I'm lucky because it just takes the lower part.
The lower part.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Wow. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. But I thank God you're here. So
That's
you,
why.
you went to school.
Yeah, I went to school.
You got a chance, did well through your primary session, class 8. How was it?
It was well because during that time our marks was out of 700, and I managed to get the pass.
You were sharp.
Yeah, I was sharp. Of course, I beat myself.
I'm just thinking, by the time you did your class 8,
Yeah.
what was the attitude of your dad, who had initially felt embarrassed about taking you to school?
Okay, no, my father actually came to accept it, and he started giving me paying for school fees. You know, during time we were paying the school fees. Yeah, it was not like the way this time, the way it is currently. So my father actually started paying the school fees, and he started monitoring me, and he was seeing that my performance was so impressive, and yeah, he started being happy about it, and he started loving me.
I'm curious, Steve.
Yes.
Of course, you had siblings, your brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
How did your performance compare to theirs? Were you better than them?
Of course, yes. And even up to now, I think I am one of the
Sharpest
sharpest
members of the family.
in that family. Because
Alright.
my smaller brother is the one that got B in high school. You see, so I'm the second in that family,
And you're many, right?
and
You guys
I
are many,
managed.
right?
Yeah, we are many.
And yet your dad wanted to deny you that opportunity.
Imagine, that's what I'm wondering. I wish he is alive. He could see my success actually.
It's all right. We thank God for everything.
And I really appreciate because despite that, they accepted me as their child and they take care of me. That's one thing that I can recommend them.
All right.
Yes.
You were done with class 8.
Yes.
High school.
Then I went to high school.
How was the reception in high school?
The reception at high school was not so good. It was the same, applies to primary level.
The attitude was still not very good towards people with living with disability.
Exactly. Because I think that this is near a normal school, and I'm the only person that I can say I'm blessed to be in that society.
Of course.
Yeah. So now I think what I can understand them, because now they are thinking about the facilities on that table. How am I going to survive here? And because during those days, I think the society were not
well educated about how to associate
the person with disability.
Yeah, socialize with people with disability.
Exactly. But all in all, I pleaded with him, and he gave me the chance.
You're such a good diplomat and negotiator.
You think so?
You did it with your father, the primary school head,
and
then now the secondary school head.
Exactly.
All right, let's continue.
So from there, I did my O level, which I passed, and then there was not Then I started doing showing is it how do you call it? I become a cobra. Just making any shoes.
Was that after high school?
After high school.
All right.
Yes.
And you performed well in high school?
Yeah, I did well. I was supposed to go into college, but now I think the money was not there, because my father was overwhelmed, because he was a polygamist.
Polygamous.
So he has so many children that he are taking care of. Then I started repairing some shoes at the shopping center.
Who taught you how to repair shoes?
I just learned by myself.
Oh,
Just use the little knowledge that God gave me just by looking at it.
learning by seeing.
Yes.
Yes.
And now, after that, and you know the reason why I was doing that? Just to get money to get to Nairobi.
Oh,
That was my plan. Now, after doing it for 2 years, I told my parents that I have been invited by my uncle to Nairobi, which was a lie, because I knew if I could tell them the truth, then they could not accept it. So I prepared myself. I took a matatu to Kisumu. I took a train to Nairobi. Then I just heard that my uncle was staying in Makongeni.
your paternal or maternal uncle? Is it
That's
your
maternal.
maternal uncle?
Maternal uncle.
All right.
Yeah. So there, I went there, and then I asked if when I reached there, my uncle has already left too, because the shift has over. Now he went to the house. Now I asked the guy that I met there. He told me that he's staying in Makongeni. So I started to look the route to Makongeni.
And that was your first time in Nairobi?
Nairobi, yeah. So
how did you know where your uncle was?
He was working with the Kenya Railways.
Kenya Railways?
Yeah.
All right.
And I boarded Kenya train.
That was very obvious, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
So I came here. I traced his house. I went to Makongeni. I got into his house. Then I find my uncle was there. Though even the reception was not.
Very good.
It was not very good.
As you'd expect.
Yeah. Now, you know, as a man and as a grown-up, you just see how the welcoming is, and you now tend to think what
Then you fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So, after 3 days, I think my uncle was planning to take me back up country. Now I'm wondering, what am I going to do in the village?
You wanted to deport you.
But oh my God. Yeah.
Or repatriate.
I think it was deportation or repatriation. I think it was deportation.
Both.
Yeah, both can work. So, this my aunt was also staying there in Makongeni, and she was also working with the Kenya Railways. Now, my aunt invited me to go to visit her in her house, and then there happens that there's my cousin who was also came there and was also working with the Kenya Railways, the side of my mom. So I talked to him. I said, well, yeah, I have come to hustle, to look for a green pasture. But the way things are, I'm supposed to be deported back home to the village. So I went, what am I going to do to the village? Okay, he said, oh, there's no problem. I can host you. I said, oh my God, you have answered my prayer. So I told the uncle's mine, let me stay with my cousin for a period of time. Then I will see what to do.
I'll figure out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what it works. Then from there, I started looking for employment. I went to industry area, look for just casual job. Wherever I went, they asked me, what kind of job are you looking for? Mine, any kind of job. Any kind of job, and I see you have disability. What kind of job are you
asking for?
Yeah. So we don't have such a here.
We don't have any kind of job.
You must be specific. So I started now going to government offices. I went to look for this Mudi Award, who was at that time was assistant minister in the office of the president. I went and see him. I gave him my papers. Then the second time, when I went back to see him, I was not able to give him a chance to go and seek him.
Which year was that?
I think that 1996 there. Yeah, 1996. Then when I was coming back from looking for a job, then there's a guy that he was selling some sweets, and he called me. You know, I think during those days they used person with disability to sell for them. Yeah. So he asked me if
Because the city council will be more
will be
sympathetic.
sympathetic to that. So I went, and then he asked me if I can work for him. I said, yeah. How much are you going to pay me? 100 shilling per day. I thought that's 100 shilling per day is a good money. Yeah, because at the end of the month, maybe I will have 2,000 or 3,000. Yeah, which it was a good month for me. Then I started the following day. I started working for him. But remember, I wake up in the morning. I go to the knocking door to door to the offices to look for a job. Then I go back to
sell sweets.
Then it reached a time the guy now started. Then he doesn't want to give me my money, my salary. So I decided to. He told me that you go and have a rest. I'll call you.
I'll call you.
And he asked him, how are you going to call me? How will I know? Because I don't have a telephone, I don't have anything. So he told me that maybe you can be coming to see after 2 weeks. Then I didn't want to wait for the 2 weeks, because that 2 weeks is long to stay in the house and you are hosted by somebody. So I said, go back to him with I look for 2 guys, to go with me, because now it's a matter of he paid me my money or I took another step. Yeah. So I went. The guy said that I cannot give you money. I don't have money for you. I said, no, you have to give me my money. As took his tried to take his goods, and he said that he's going to take me to police. I said, yeah, let us go. Yeah, let's go. We went to Kamkuj police station, and I told him, go and report here. He went and said, you are blah, blah, blah. And then the police officer who was there said, give him the money. If you have his money, give him. Yeah. Now the guy just changes, and say, oh, the police asked me, how much did this guy owe you? I say, 2,000 shilling. And the policeman said that officer said that, give him not less than 2,000, not less than 2,000, not less than 1,500, around there. The guy, he agreed, he gave me 1,000 and said that 15 and 500 I will go and pick it after 2 days. Then I say, I have this 1,000, I can start my own business, because I know how it operates.
And that was quite some money back then.
Yeah, back then, it was a good money. Yeah. So I started, I bought some sweets, and then I went to look for, I started selling at the gate here, Makongen's gate.
All right.
Yeah. So there.
Just next to Jogoo Road?
Yeah, just next to Jogoo Road. After some times, something came into my mind. I said, how don't you go in town and look for a space? Yeah, you can, because in town actually people, it's a good place, you can sell more. So I went there, and I got the place, and I started doing selling that sweets and cigarettes there. I did it quite well. Then I think it's time for me to, when my dad died, that's 1997, I went back to the village, we buried my dad, and then I came back in December. When I went back to the village in December, then I told this sister who are in the choir, because during those days I used to sing. Yeah. So I told her, if you mind, I need to, I want to have somebody to marry. I need to have a wife. Then he told me, oh, really? Yes. Yes, I want to have a wife. I said that, let me go and find if I will see if my sister is there. I'll try to talk to her, or I'll look for anybody that. Then he did it. After that, they came. We got the lady, they came. So the one that I proposed, we talked, we discussed, and then we actually agreed. And it was a time for sending my parents to go and negotiate so that we can pay the dowry.
Did she mind that? Did she mind the fact that you didn't have a stable job?
No, at that time we did not talk about the stable job.
It was about you and her.
Yeah, just wanted to get a wife. So
And she possibly just wanted a husband, and that's it.
I think so. Now, when I sent my parents, my uncle to go there to get some negotiation, and then also we paid we paid some dowry there, and then I came back to Nairobi. So it was for me to come and now prepare myself. Then I can send fare for her to come. When she came, the one whom I proposed was not the one who came.
What do you mean? What happened?
I was shortchanged, like Jacob.
Jacob, the son of Isaac.
Of Isaac.
Oh,
Yeah. So, what did I do? Yeah, she's beautiful, and I wanted a lady, and she was among the girls that came to our place. So I say, nothing can hinder me for marrying her. I asked her, "Are you ready? Or you have just come because?" No, I said, "No, I love you. I'm ready. I've come to get married to you." I said, "Oh my God, thank you." And I come to realize maybe God has a plan. Yeah, maybe that one would not stay with her in peace. Maybe should not be patient the way this one she is, and the way we have passed through thick and thin. But she understood my situation. Then that's 1998. Then 99, I got the firstborn, and the situation started to be tough. The city council, my brother. The situation became tough.
were you still selling sweets in town?
Yeah, I'm still selling sweets in town. And now things changed because the management, I think the managing the city council and the city hall changed. Now they don't want anybody on the street.
Hawking was
Hawking was now illegal.
illegal.
Yeah. So I started now. I went in the house and I stayed like 2 weeks, and the life was so tough. And then I had 100 shillings in my pocket. I said, "Wacha liwe, kama ni mbaya mbaya."
2 weeks jobless
2
with the
weeks.
wife.
Yeah, with the wife and with the child. So I went back to the street, and I started. By now, I have changed the business. Now to selling sweet, now roasting maize. I went there. I bought a near maize. I started now doing what? Roasting. I roasted but things also changed. The situation was not so hard, tough like it used to be. And there I was also roasting at the Kenya Polytechnic. Now it is a Technical University of Kenya. At the gate, and I had some good relationship with the students there because they were my customers. Yeah, so they were protecting me one way or another. When these city councils come, they chased them away.
They would chase them away.
Yeah. So I did that, and even it reached a time now I can roast even 1 sack per
Really?
day. Yeah,
1 sack per day.
a day. It was a booming business. And then I think something happened. Maybe they took that issue with the management, and then the management came and discussed with the administration at the Kenya Polytechnic. Now the administration actually gave the order, the circular, that there will be no walking around the institution. Now you have to move.
What?
Yes. I went back to the house. Then I stayed there like some days, and then I decided, now what can I do? I said, let me start in the Karanga Njugu, granules. moving with the industry area, moving from place to place, just selling, using in my wheelchair. Then there's a lady who came to our place. Something happened, I don't know, but that I think it is a spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
Directed to her, to me. Directed her to me. Then he told me that, there's a project that is coming in at the APDK, Association for Physical Challenge Person, but I know you can do that. He had trust in me. On this day, can you go and find out?
Mm-hmm.
Then I went there. There's some couple of people are there. Number of people are there. Then I went to go down at center for audition. There, we started practicing, and something funny, at that time I went there. I'm hungry. I don't have something in my stomach. I'm dancing, and then I fall down, and then the Wazungu say that, oh, that's a good movement. Those are good.
So what was the organization about? The AP Association for the Physically
Disabled.
What was it about?
Okay.
Like tapping talent from the physically challenged people, or what was it about?
No, this organization still up to now. It is their work is to make the wheelchairs and any device, assistive devices for persons with disabilities. So this project, these guys from German, I think they used that. That's the session they conducted, because they knew that they are doing with the things dealing with the person with disability. Now it's the best place to conduct. Yeah, and it's there up to now. They are making some wheelchairs. This is the local one and the local mate. Yeah.
So you just mentioned something about dancing.
Yeah.
How did that come into play? Like, what were they looking for in the sense of asking you guys to dance?
That's why I'm saying the guys from German, they thought, and in their view, this is the best place that they can get person with disability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like a
connection.
A connection.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this audition day that you went for the auditions.
Yeah.
You were very hungry.
I was very hungry. I'm dancing and falling down, and then they think that is a good style. And
so you're hungry, possibly feeling dizzy, unstable, trying to make a move,
unbalanced,
trying to make a move. You fall down because of weakness, and that translates into a good move.
A good move.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right.
Then we did it like 1 week. Then they had to select the people that will be cooperated into the project. And they had this project was so big because it was to perform in different places. Yeah. So I was among the people who are chosen. I was among the luckiest one. Something funny that I will never forget is about the payment. We were told that when you are in this project, you're going to do it for 2 months. And these 2 months, you'll be paid 18,000 after two weeks.
18,000 after 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then before you start, we are going to give you upkeep, some money that is going to make you,
help you move around,
coming to the theater and doing that. Now that's the first I went and shared with my wife, and my wife said, wow, that's the first time I've never seen such a money. Then we started, I went and bought my first phone, Motorola. Motorola, I can remember.
Oh, huge phones.
It was huge phones, and it's just like a knee. So now I became somebody in the society that also owning the phone. That's the year 2005.
All right.
2005. So We started that, and then we were told that any performers were going to be paid 27,000. And from there, we are going to go to German. Now I was saying, wow, yeah, this ordinary person like Steven, who has been just a hawker,
Okay.
the street of Nairobi, now he will be going into a foreign land. It's not possible.
Not
Eh?
by rail, not by
Not
water,
by, but by air. Just imagine. So the time comes, we did the projects here, and then they went back. We were invited there. Then the times and now to start to looking to apply for a passport.
Mm.
Something that I said that God is great. The day I went to apply for my passport,
Mm.
I just met a lady and asked me, "What do you want?" I told her I want to apply for a passport. He said, "Okay, come." He took me to an office there, took my papers, he took my birth certificate and then my IDs, and then he said, "Okay, do you have this amount?" I said, "Yes, I have." He took the money, he went and paid for me everything. And that's how I was able to get the passport. Within 3 days, I was having my passport.
Mm.
Then it comes to the day of traveling. We were 6, and then we were 6, and me, I used to KLM, and we were passed through, how do you call it, this Netherlands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
Then to German. That's the first time I was in those. I reached the airport. I said, I'm just here. People are talking. Steve has arrived. He's here and only with the over. And hey, walk-talk as well. I've come
A celebrity.
Then we went, we performed, and then we stayed there like it was 3 weeks.
Mm.
Then the situation was not bad. It was good. Though the weather was very cold. The first time you are away from your country, your continent,
Mm.
you are now in Europe instead of Africa. So from there we came back, and after then it comes 2007, we were invited to South Africa.
So from Germany, that was
Yeah.
Europe.
Yeah.
Back.
Come back. Then we had opportunity to go to South Africa.
Mm.
Then from there we came back, and then 2009, then you had the opportunity to go to US. We went to the US, we performed, and then we held even give a lecture at the University of Wisconsin about.
You gave a lecture.
Yeah, I gave a lecture there as a person with disability in the dance.
A few weeks ago, you had been hawking.
Yeah. Now,
getting in trouble with the city council administration.
Yes.
Today, you are giving a lecture.
A lecture
At the prestigious University of
Wisconsin.
Amazing.
That was amazing. It was just a kama ndoto kama video.
Kama ndoto kama video.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I came back. Then in 2010, I had an opportunity. There's a lady who came and write a story about me. And that lady was working with the Standard newspaper. Now we became friends by the name Marian Karanja. We became friends. So he moved from Standard newspaper, and then he got a job with the Citizen TV. Now he called me and said that we want you to have a role in Machachari.
What?
I said, really?
More doors opening.
More doors open.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went there. I was given a script.
Steve.
Now I was in Machachari for around from 2010, 12, 11, 12, 13. Yeah.
For
13 to 14.
good years.
Yeah, for 4 good years.
Oh.
Yeah. So at that time, I've gathered also some cash. Now I went to university, enrolled myself to
Was
university.
Machachari paying well?
Yeah, I had a good money. I cannot complain. My brother.
All right.
Yeah, so I went and enrolled to do a diploma.
Why did I miss that? I'll go check it out. I didn't get to notice you in Machachari. All right.
So you get me. I was playing like Tosh. My name was Tosh. Tosh.
All right. All right.
With my DVD, whatever. So I enrolled at African Nazarene University to do a diploma in peace and conflict resolution. Then in 2016, early 2016, we went here. We were invited to the State House
as persons living with disability.
Yeah, so we went there, and then we were just interacting with the
who is who.
Who is who? The president was there, President Uhuru Kenyatta, the deputy president William Samoei Ruto is now the current president. Leader of majority at that time was Aden Duale was there, and we had something like Murkomen was there, person like who is now the governor of Bungoma, who was the senator.
Yes, yeah.
It's good. Am I forgetting my friend's name?
His name is. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
Ken Lusaka.
Ken Lusaka, exactly. That's the name I was looking for. When I come to contact with the deputy president, as was William Samoei Ruto, who is the current president now, and as we were talking, and I said, "Oh, my desire is to have a job." He said, "Really? Do you have papers?" I said, "Yes." "Okay, give me your number."
Steve, ulisema hii msumari ni moto, nitaigonga
kabisa.
Kama bado iko moto.
By the way, he's a good man. If we interact with him, he's a good man.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good man. And I love him and I like him. So, after like 3 months, I received a call. And it was not him. And I was called to go and do an interview. And I must carry all my papers, academic documents. So I did it. I went, I was interviewed. Then after I was told, you just go back, we'll see. We'll get in touch with you. And you know, when you just hear, we get in touch with you, the minimum of getting that job is the chance of getting it is minimal. Now I just trust in God.
Because anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen. Then what I did, I saved that number. The one that they used to call me.
To call me.
Yeah. So after like 3 weeks, I called it back. They said, no, don't worry. You don't worry. Just relax. Then after like 1 month, I received a message, come down, pick your appointment letter. And it was a contract for 1 year.
What? In which government department?
It was in migration and side of National Registration Bureau. Just deal with the IDs, registration of persons. So I said, why not? I went, maybe they were testing my... So I went, that's how I got this job. I went.
So that's why you're working up to now?
I went up to now. The contract was only 1 year, but before the 1 year elapsed, we were told to go and sign a permanent and pensionable. Now I'm working for the government. I'm a civil servant, and I'm happy working with the public. And something that maybe you may not hear, maybe I can just want to tell you something. In 2013, I remember I also applied for MCA in Komaruk Ward.
What? right here.
Yeah, that's when Seni. No, I did not make it, but I became the third position.
How many were you?
We are around 12, and we have those big parties like ODM and TNA. TNA took the day, and then ODM was second, and I became third. And now I can also say that now I think God has a plan for me. Now I am one of the board member of Uhuru Secondary School.
Uhuru.
Uhuru Secondary School is at the Jericho there, other side. Yeah.
Do you have your child there?
My child used to be there, but now he's not there because he finished.
But you are.
I was a parent there.
You are a parent there.
I was a parent there, and was selected to be class representative. And then from there, then the principal actually saw my work, and he decided to propose my name to be one of the board management.
Board of management.
Oh, board of management members. Yeah. So my name was taken to the Minister of Education, and I was given that time. Now I'm serving the second term. The first time, and then I was given I was extended for second term, and I'm doing well. There are some proposals that I have proposed in that school which are doing well. There are some projects that are spearheading and are doing well. So I think in leadership, I don't look myself as a disability, as someone who is not able. But I think myself as a person who is able and who can do good things in this country, and maybe in the future, I don't know.
You know, Steve, I'm listening to you and I'm just wondering, if your dad was here today, is your mom still alive?
My mom's still alive, and I love her much. Something fun with my mom. You know, I was the fourth born and the first son, first boy in that family. Now and then I become like that. My mom used to carry me on her back wherever he hears there's mahubiri ya kuomba watu kutembea. My mom was carrying me to there. You know,
mother's love.
Yes, that's mother's love. No, my mother used to carry me on the back to take me to a place where I can be prayed so that I can be able to walk. That's I love my mother so much.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Steve, man, I'm lost for words. You know, I've seen you for a while, but I'd never known that you have such a deep story. And I'm glad that we had this occasion so that we can share with the world, so people can get encouraged and inspired. What do you have to tell a young man out there who is on the verge of despair, possibly struggling with the drugs because they think that is an escape route away from, troubles? Someone who is contemplating suicide because of challenges of life. What do you want to tell this person?
The young guys who are watching or who may come across, kindly, to have a job or not to have a job, that's not the end of the world, and that's not the end of your life. You can do anything. Just have that persistive, that commitment. Use whatever resources that are available that can help you to move ahead. Don't look down on yourself. Kindly trust in yourself. Do whatever, but don't engage in drugs. Don't engage in insecurity. Don't engage. Some have seen they are burning their papers. Why are you burning your papers? Remember, I got a job when I was at 43 years old. And I looked for a job for over 25 years. So you are just recently from university, and now you start complaining. Kindly, just believe yourself. And one thing that I want just to advise the young one, a university student, you are the one who can come up with a project, with the programs that you uplift the one who are the high schools and the primaries. So kindly use that opportunity to do what? To do something better in the society.
Wow. Folks, you've heard it from the horse's mouth, and I don't think there's anything I want to add. But I believe you have some comments, you know, you have some thoughts about Steve's life. Please don't hesitate to, type them down at the comment section. And if you're here for the first time, please, subscribe, comment, share this video, hit the notification bell so when we produce more videos, you may be able to get them. And I'm sure we're gonna be giving you more content. Thank you for passing by, and see you in the next episode.